Do you live with your parents? Does your mother cook every day? Does your father go for work in a company? Do you speak other languages? Do you often speak in English? Does your best friend have a car? Do you have an older brother? Do you live in a city? Do you play any musical instruments? Does your teacher always come late to school? Do you have a pet at home? Does the tiger run fast? Do you have a curly hair? Does your mother make up your bed? Do your teachers always check your homework? Do you go to a library? Does your friend often buy you some food? Do you drink Coke every day? Does your mother work as a hairdresser? Does your mother always make breakfast every morning? Do you smoke? Does your father drive a car to work? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you do some exercises? Does your friend often visit your home? Does your family always go for a weekend? Does a cheetah run fast? Do you still have your grandparents? Do you drink ice water a lot? Does your sister sing well? Does your father read newspaper? Does monkey eat banana? Do you travel by bus? Does your teacher live in the same city? Do elephants eat grass? Do you want to marry me? Does your brother play Android games? Do monkeys alike with humans? Does the sun go around the universe? Do you like cats? Does your family pet tigers? Do you have a bank account? Does your father get angry easily? Do you like going shopping? Does your teacher give you homework? Do you have money? Does the president live in a mansion? Do you love a peaceful place? Do we need to be smart? Does technology help your everyday life? Does technology Do you like outdoor activities? Do you drive? Do you love your grandparents? Do we need to meet? Do you speak Chinese? Do you buy your own food? Do you buy your own needs? Does having lots of money make you happy? Does your father drink coffee? Do you know where Obama lives? Does your father work for the government? Do you have any children? Do you need a dictionary? Does your friend speak a fluent English? Does a pigeon have long ears? Do you wish a friend to talk with? Do you feel happy now? Does your friend know the importance of studying hard? Do your friends often make fun of you? Do these questions motivate your English? Does your neighbor have a garden? Do you spend your weekend at home? Do people around you feel jealous of your English ability? Do you agree to have dinner with me? Does the society ignore your existence? Do I make mistakes? Do you think you are smarter than your friends? Do you always leave early in the morning? Does your father often say harsh words? Does sleeping relieve your stress? Does rotten bread taste good? Do you go for swimming? Does fake news represent bad evil? Does a bar of chocolate increase your immunity? Do you believe in God? Do you always make up stories? Does your girlfriend or boyfriend love you? Do you know how to run a company? Do you work with machine? Does your father have habits that annoy you? Do you annoy people with your habits? Do you have curiosity in something new? Do images on TV have bad effects to your life? Do you have a plan for the weekend? Do people tend to be more violent as they group together? Does Indonesia have thousands of islands? Do you enjoy watching a movie? Do you want to live forever on Earth? Does a person's appearance reveal their personalities? Do you trust everything you hear or see on the news? Do you trust the media? Do you think being a good person is important? Do people today have better manners? Do you live in a prosperous country? Do you care your own health? Do you share beds with your brothers or sisters? Does your uncle live nearby? Do you afraid of ghosts? Does your hobby make people interested? Do you have a dream job? Does your hobby determine your future life? Do you eat your friends' food? Do you wear any clothes in the shower? Does money come by doing nothing? Do you keep promises? Do you have an imaginary friend? Do you know where your dad keeps his wallet? Does a bald man still get dandruff? Does a short person can talk to a tall person? Do you have any idea how birds pee? Do you have any regrets? Do you have any secrets? Do you want to have salty mixed with tomato sauce? Does chicken lay eggs? Does a dentist can help your lung? Do you often get bored? Does your mother sing in the shower? Do you sing in the shower? Do you often get in trouble at school? Does your father sing but nobody cares at all? Do you want to work in the army? Do you look like some celebrities? Do you think Jennifer Lopez is beautiful? Does your mom celebrate your birthday? Do you iron your own clothes? Does Indonesia worth to visit? Do you go for a haircut once a month? Do you grow some plant, flower or tree? Does your mother clean the house by herself? Do you know what cause of violence? Do people think you are awesome? Do you date someone? Does your father marry a beautiful woman? Do you wake up at 4 a.m.? Does smoking bother you? Do you get addicted to something? Does a helmet save someone's life? Do we really need to settle on Jupiter? Do you find your answers are correct? Does your friend keep your secret? Does your mother cook pancake? Do you always stay up late? Does your mother husband have a beard? Does your family wake up early? Do you want to eat sandwich? Do you drive your own car? Do you swim? Does your father smoke? Do you have bad breath? Do you need some times alone? Do you go to movies? Does your friend visit you a lot? Do you know the car inventor? Do you know Tesla? Do you always arrive at school early? Does your mother talk too much? Don't you ever visit your grandparents? Do you send letters or packages? Do you work? Does the clock in your room work? Do you often do something weird? Does your father like chicken nugget? Do you listen what your parents tell you? Do you care about the homeless? Do you tell secrets? Do you do the laundry? Do you like cars? Do you want to drive an expensive car? Do you ever find hard times? Do you tell other people secrets? Does this questions list help you? Does your friend always have foolish behaviors? Do you use pencil to write? Does your family eat out every weekends? Do you do everything by yourself? Do you often surprise your parents? Do you get lots of calls? Do you love football? Does your mother make cakes? Does your father celebrate his wedding anniversary? Do you always do your best? Do you often make a phone call? Does life insurance save you? Do you have any friends exceptions? Do you work out? Does your friend ever hurt you? Does a farmer grow pumpkin? Do you always waste your time? Do you agree with bad people? Do you think you are healthy? Do you prefer fish or chicken? Do you ever work as a team? Do you think you should get married? Do people your age need some works? Does your friend act like a boss? Does smoking shorten ages? Do you have more than one bank account? Do you take friends over? Does your friend always cheat on you? Do your parents have good temper? Do you share your dream with others? Do you buy your goods online? Does it necessary to keep our tradition? Does keep tradition important? Do you follow your friend's Instagram? Does the hereafter scare you out? Do you afford to buy a new car? Does your friend ever ask you to spend time together? Does God exist? Do you pray every day? Do you need God's mercy? Do you go to a nightclub? Do you know how it feels being a faithful person? Does your friend suggest to do something awful? Do human beings need to work to be happy? Do your parents let you stay out late? Does your mother have beautiful appearance? Do you have a driving license? Do you help friend in need? Do you have an overprotective parents? Does the world need superhero? Do you eat fast food? Does your father tell you his childhood? Do you have a life insurance? Do you drink coffee? Do you enjoy spicy food? Does your family always have dinner together? Do you usually bring books with you? Does your name represent your personality? Do you eat in a five-star restaurant? Does fictional character affect your life? Do you think self-care is important? Do you collect anything? Do you mind if I miss you? Do you love your parents? Do you wish your parents healthy? Do you want to make your family happy? Do we need to be friends? Does this life fair to you? Do you feel better now? Do you still need more questions? Does your hunger of knowledge make you unstoppable? Do you think you need to learn more? Do I ask you ridiculous questions? Do I encourage your English skill? Do we need to invent new methods to learn English?